what we're doing. They love MAGA, Make America Great Again, and that's what we're doing. So I want to thank you all, and very particularly have some good food there. I know a certain place serves food, and I think you're liking it. I like it, but I think you're liking it a lot. I want to express my gratitude to just about all of my members of the cabinet who are here. They are here in great numbers. I didn't know what they were saying. They said, I'll see you tonight. I'll see you tonight. And I've been so busy between Iran, Russia, China, and every other problem that we were left that I'm saying, what the hell is happening tonight? And then I said, I'm seeing a lot of thousands of my friends tonight. But I want to thank the members of the cabinet in particular. They've been unbelievable. We have a great cabinet. You see the results every single day. Let me also give a big round of applause and welcome to our new White House interns. This is the very first day on their job. Really great.
2025.
Julian Nicholas, where's Julian? Where are you, Julian? Are you out there someplace? I think so. Where is Julian? Where? Look at him. Oh, is that? Wow. Good.
Well,
you ever hear of the great Jack Nicholas? This is his grandson, right? I immediately said get him on board because he's got great genes. You can't get better than that. And you know, especially so your grandmother, okay? Barbara, who's fantastic. So good luck. You're going to do very well. Thank you, Julian. Very good. Say hello. I wish I could play golf like Jack Nicholas. It just didn't work out that way. But 6 months ago, we had a nation that was as cold as ice. It was cold. The whole world was laughing at us. And they're not laughing anymore, that I can tell you now, because of the people here tonight. We have the hottest, most talked about country anywhere in the world.
Those people are living
I went to the Middle East, we went to Qatar, Saudi Arabia, we went to UAE, we went to 3 stops, we brought back $5.1 trillion. Think of that. 5.1. They ordered massive amounts of military equipment, regular equipment, 200 Boeing aircraft, and we got one for free for the nation. You've been hearing that. The United States Air Force got one for free. They say, I'd like one because we need it as Air Force One until the other ones are done. And they said, we would be pleased to give you. So they gave us a Boeing 747 for the United States Air Force. And it's just incredible. The press picked it up and they said, he got a plane. I didn't get a plane, they got a plane. But that's the way it is. You're going to get to know as you deal with the fake news, and then eventually you'll get to love them. Maybe.
When the law's going to bust you, it's going to bust you real bad. They're going to put you in prison for life.
But I want to just tell you some of the numbers that just came out. Rasmussen, a majority of Americans now believe our country is on the right track for the first time in 28 years.
Nothing like that.
Think of that.
So you have an
first
accident
time
like
in
that. If the president
years.
becomes the
That's
president,
something.
then his
And
charges
think
are
of the
dismissed. He
achievement, and
doesn't
we
have
did
any
that
more
in
charges.
4
If he committed
months.
some
You know,
more
we haven't been here
accidentally,
long, 4 months,
he
and
can't help it.
we're going to do a lot better
He's
than
an
that.
older
But
man than me,
who
where
would
he
think
may
that
have
for 28
accidents
years
that
they were the wrong
that'll
track?
make you
Because
get
I know one
impeachment.
thing,
If he got
that
his
4
charges
years ago,
dismissed
during our term,
as
we were on the
a,
right track. We were doing a great
candidate,
job.
then he gets
And we had one of the most successful, that was one of the most successful terms ever. Then we had a little problem with the rigged election, and then we came back. And this is bigger, better, stronger than ever before. This one is far bigger than it would have been. This is really something what's happened. We've created over 500,000 new jobs in a short period of time, secured nearly $15 trillion, new dollars, new investments that are going into our country. And if you notice, the inflation report came out this morning. We're at about 2% inflation. Can you believe it? And very importantly, because the people were devastated, the last administration, in my opinion, the most unsuccessful administration maybe in the history of our country. Grocery prices went through the roof. Well, grocery prices now are down. You remember they were talking about eggs. My first week in office, the press was screaming about eggs. Eggs have gone up 287%. I said, I'm sorry, I just got here. And the eggs went up. Now the eggs are down at the same price they were. We got them all the way down. And we had, 3 weeks ago for Easter, we had an egg hunt, an egg roll, they called it. And they said, sir, could you order, a couple of months ago, could you order plastic eggs? I said, we're not ordering plastic eggs. And by the time we had the event, eggs were all the way down. But think of it, grocery prices are down, gasoline prices are down, and we were down just in time. $1, we had numerous states, $1.98 a gallon, just in time for Memorial Day weekend. How about that? Good timing.
That's the debate you have.
You know, this all inures to you because you're all with us. This is a family. This is really a family. So when I do good, you do good. When we do good, we do good together. That's the way I want it. Incomes are soaring, and in April, we achieved the largest drop in consumer prices, the largest increase in consumer confidence, both of them, in many, many years. In one case, we've never had such a drop. It's never been like this. We've never had this kind of success. I just hope it keeps going. You know, you do need a little luck, too. You know that. And sometimes you need a little prayer, maybe all the time. We need a little bit of a prayer. But we're going to keep it going. In a single month, we also cut the trade deficit in half by 50%. Do you believe that one? You don't hear that too much on the news. They don't like to tell you those things. In a matter of weeks, we slashed the number of illegal border crossings released into the United States down to practically nothing. 3 people got in. 3. We had hundreds of thousands, and 3 people equates to 99.999%. How's that, good? I couldn't reach 100%, I'm sorry. And of the 3 people, I have to tell you, 2 of them were medical emergencies, okay? So I'm going to say 1 person got in. That was a piece of work, I guess. I'd like to meet that guy. I'd like to meet the guy that got in. Peacetime enlistment numbers. This is something we're all really proud of. It's a big deal. Peacetime enlistment numbers for every branch of our military, every single branch, are at the highest levels in modern history. And 7 months ago, we had the worst recruit. Think of this. This is done in 6 or 7 months. 7 months ago, we had the worst numbers in recorded history. Nobody wanted to join the Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard. Nobody wanted, or our police. Our police are likewise through the roof. 6, 7 months ago, they couldn't fill a position. You couldn't fill it in the military. Now it's hot as a pistol. We have the best numbers. Think of that. The best numbers in a short period of time in modern history. And that's something I'm very proud of. And that's because the people of our country, you love our country. You were devastated to see what was happening. And now you're thrilled to see what's happening because we have a hot one and we love it. We've achieved more in 4 months than most administrations have achieved in 4 years or 8 years. And none of this would have been possible without you. You're the ones that are really doing it. You're the ones that are making it happen. You really are. And someday, one of you, maybe 2 of you or 3 of you, will be standing right here saying very similar words. I hope you're saying similar words. But that's a real possibility because there really is this greatness in this crowd. There's greatness. You might not even know that, but there's greatness in this crowd. The caliber of talent we've assembled is unparalleled. This is really the strongest, most talented team that we've had, and I think that this government has had in a long time and maybe ever. I really think this could be the best team. We worked hard on it. In just 135 days, we've hired over 3,200 patriots to deliver on the mandate that we received in November. November 5th, we want to go down as one of the most important days in the history of our country. That's Election Day. We're going to make it the most important day. And as of tonight, we filled 91% of our political appointments. And I'll tell you, we have a waiting list likewise. We have a big waiting list of people that want to come over, work here with you, work in the White House. Every single department, every single agency has a waiting list of people that want to come in and be with us. The Department of Veteran Affairs has achieved already 100% staffing, all with people that we want. Really great people. The Department of Defense, Commerce, and Treasury is over 90% of the political hires. They're complete. It's a record at this time, so early. and the Departments of Homeland Security, Health and Human Services, Labor are all over and up to about 95% already. So that's incredible. I want to thank the great Chief of Staff, most powerful woman anywhere in the world, they say. She got the most powerful woman in the world. One phone call and a group of people, I better not say it. I was going to say one phone call and the country is wiped out, but we're not going to say that because we're a peace-loving nation. We are a peace-loving nation. Susie Wiles, where are you, Susie? There she is. No, she's great. And Sergio, thank you for the great job that you did. I appreciate it, Sergio. Sergio Gore. They have done a really amazing job. Susie, I'll tell you what, she's the first woman chief of staff in the history of our country. And I'm surprised to hear that. And I watch those men, and she watches over them, and if they get a little bit out of line, they may be big shots defense. They may be at commerce. They may be the biggest. They're scared of her. They're afraid of her. They don't want her coming after them. But now she's been incredible. First woman chief of staff in the history of our country. Isn't that great? I'm surprised to hear that, actually, but that's the way it is. But most importantly, let me thank all of the appointees for your tireless efforts to deliver our promises and to put very simply, it's very simple words to words, America first. It's all about putting America first. And by the way, we're going to help other countries, but first we have to straighten out our country. Don't you think so? And it's not going to take too long. A very special thanks as well to your spouses and children and families and loved ones for the support that you've given us. And we're saving our country. This would have been a country, we were a country in shambles, and now we're a country that is just in love with itself, in love with its people, and everybody's talking about it. And it's such an honor to be involved with you. And without you, it wouldn't be happening, because together we've begun the golden age of America. This is now the golden age of America. It's a beautiful term and a beautiful country. And we're going to make our nation safer and stronger and prouder, richer, freer, and greater than ever before. And I can give you my word, I'm going to work so hard. We're going to work harder than any president's ever worked. We have to, because we got off to a little rough start. They gave us a very bad hand. And we've taken that bad hand and we've turned it into the best hand you can get, and you're the reasons why. And I want to thank you. We love you all. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good time. Don't eat too much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
What's up, everyone? You're watching Demetria Eats, and we're here on the
What happened because some people having sex with minors out here, and Mexicans and some Asian people, and they cited them real hard, trying to get them to fraudulently handle the SSI with the Mexican people. And the immigration said those Mexican people ain't really Mexicans, they're white people, actually, not real Mexicans. They're transformed uh, Mexicans that are white, and the Asians are white. Bruce Lee was a white man, too. He wasn't really an Asian man, so that's just how that went. And then after that, after they concluded that nothing was going to happen anyways, it went that Donald Trump had a case that he couldn't beat. Um, it was a legal case that they said the celebrity unit took care of. He didn't really beat it that way. So they dropped his presidency and thought they could just actually do what's called a flip out. Like if you wasn't paying attention, normally they don't alert you. You don't pick up the phone and do it yourself, then they do it that way. You got to do it on social media how I do it. We got 30 minutes to wrap this up, so I'm going to do this. So what happened, if I don't answer the phone call, it's Joe Biden and Camilla Harris' mom and the white guy before us. So I done signed to be the vice president and the president of the United States fully, but they didn't want to do it. So I got it down. 30 minutes concluded. So I'll be president until for about 4 years, and vice president for 4 years. And if Donald Trump comes back, he comes back, because I've been vice president anyway, so it's no big deal. So that's what happens. I mean, that's what happens anyways if you don't answer it. So now I'm the president fully. Vice president's just like if you're the vice president and you're the president and you hold both of them, and you got to go from now to 4 years, and then if something comes up that the presidency is tainted somehow, um, then it goes that I go full term. It goes forever. And then on that note of Donald Trump stuff, I took care of his stuff and the old president stuff, and now I'm just on solo president, uh, take care of the country, as they say. But really, I don't take care of it because since I'm so young, I let whoever's taking care of it just do whatever you've been doing, you just keep doing it. That's all it is. Now, if you can't help committing crimes and stuff like that, that's just how you go to prison. I can't stop you from going to prison. But I'm saying that on prison, no, I know the law all the way, and that's how it works. When the law goes like you got to go to prison, they don't really do knocking on your door to automatically pop up in your house and take you to prison. So, as a president, I don't got to worry about the prison stuff. I'm just saying that there's something called uh, lawyer. The lawyer system is usually in the air, and it can tell if like you're committing crimes or not. And what the lawyer would do, he figures out that you're getting ready to go all the way, that he busts you automatically. They don't bust you because the petty offenses, because the legal system is so sophisticated that it knows that you didn't mean no harm. Doesn't want to put you in there to go through the due process and get harassed by prison guards. So normally what happens, a number of history of them, it's been masturbating all it's been, but they can deal with masturbating. They ain't gonna go hard on that. So you got to be able to deal with a black president, and that's all it is. So furthermore, I give my speech. So Richard Turley is President of the United States of America. I'm going to be staying at home. I won't be at the White House. That's for certain people. The President of the United States is usually done on President's Day, so you may have other presidents anyway. Donald Trump and the election is just a way of saying that's how certain people become president. And then, like, if there's other presidents and they're doing their thing too. But I've been president, I'm president anyways. I've been a president anyway, so it wouldn't matter. So I've been president at home. I ain't never had to go to the White House. But when they elect you as president on the drop, they drop everything and everything's cleared out. So you just go from there. But today, it's a calendar day where it's getting ready to be Father's Day and Flag Day in summer, where we got to prepare for the storm in Kentucky. So I'm getting that taken care of now. Real kinds of things. So the next piece is they cited that they said there was going to be nuclear warheads attacking if the storm hit Kentucky. No, that's not true. It just means the storm was so high powered that the system was going to shut off before it got there. Donald Trump wasn't doing it right. The tariffs that he made were normal things that happened anyways. He just said that's what he was out. That's his style of it. So if he comes back that it's going to be a turnover in any time of day, then he gets the presidency back. He may be on the news broadcasting or doing whatever he's doing, but he's no longer the president. And he wasn't president since Tuesday. And that's why I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. I'll be known as the president. So that style is the 80s style of presidency where I was a young man. I'm the youngest president known to mankind. And my money never runs out. And I've been a politician since I was 8 years old, so it don't really matter. Only problem is I've been on the street since I was 8 years old, and I stay in the hood. This is Lexington, this is Wittenberg, pretty much hood base, and the one on the view is just a computer just to tell me that the AI system captured anyways, it don't matter. So we're just going to do a drill to prevent any backlash or violence or criminal attacks. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, so I send out all alert to the police, lock up all the criminals, drug dealers, gangbangers, anything like it, because I didn't want that type of assassination on a black president. So I put the APB out to have you arrested. So here in about 10 to 20 minutes, you should be arrested. I'm going to sit here and wait till you get arrested. And then on that note of Randy, ain't no big deal. She'll get arrested too. And if you've been a child molester, you get arrested for that. That's not me. It's just coming from the law. I'm just telling you, you get about to get arrested. If you didn't say nothing, then you wasn't. What happened? They had sex with some minors. They came out hard. They were child molesters. They wasn't real gangsters, real mafia boss or nothing against them. It's just that for that type of thing, you trying to hit me or take me out, that you got to get arrested for. So by you not knowing the law, you want to go out and commit your own crime and do your own shit. That means you're a fool. That you just going to do something like that and just go nasty with it. So I hit you so hard that if you got arrested already, then that's what happened. You're never going to get out of the penitentiary. You're going to be in there for the rest of your life. When you come out of there, it won't make no damn difference, man. It happened 10 minutes ago. It didn't even matter. So what happened is that I was sitting in here listening to everything Donald Trump was saying. Then I found out that he thought that he was going to get me by surprise with my mother. Because my mother was in on a lot of crimes she was going to commit to have me hit as a blood crip named Paru Folk. And we was going to pull her up and have her arrested. But we said if she gets arrested, she's going to be community service to drop my stuff off. So that's how we got it set up. Besides that, it's a state clone robot that's set up to drop off stuff every day, whether she's here later on or not. She'll just be here every day, like the Guardian said. Nothing bad, it's just that you can't commit crimes, you'll get arrested. Like I said, man, people got arrested. So, when it goes like you can do gangsters and pimps and rappers, that means it's regulated for you to do that. And that's why they wanted me as president, for me to do that for you. You know what I'm saying? So it don't exactly mean they're in prison, because you can get arrested and be in your home and be locked out of your whole thing. So I'm telling you what happened to you. So today, that means if you really do violate the law, you'll actually go to jail, like in a nasty way. So I'm saying you shouldn't be going to jail. You should be at home just going about your business, because what happens, they lock you up in a real way where you know of it. And if you're not smart enough to get out of that, then you're going to be locked into real pen. They'll pick you up by surprise and send you home. See what I'm saying? And it's a serious business. They got shit. They got so many prison facilities that it's hard to get out of them. You won't be able to do nothing. While I'm trying to warn you not to do nothing wrong, because those prisons are so nasty that nobody can help. There's nothing. You can't get no energy, no food, no water, no nothing. So I don't know what Randy's doing, Donald Trump, or these people doing. Don't go to prison, because you may never get out. So don't sign up for it. Don't volunteer for it. The prison is for people that are ancient, that's been living for a long time, that's going to stay in prison. How they built it. I'm going to sign a petition that's going to go, all people under the age of 100 is excluded from the penitentiary and prison. Any people like that have some type of condition, ancient civilization, or law breakage, then their sentence is being stated to continue on in their penitentiary until they go back what they were doing. So I took it as a joke, all this shit. So I'm just going in doing what I'm supposed to be doing. This streaming 24, this game is 24 hours. and then we'll do posting it after we get finished. We're waiting on Mom to come here at 8 o'clock. So we're going to do some other stuff here. Um, I'm President of the United States of America, Richard Turley. As a matter of fact, when Barack Obama was impeached, they had me president. Then I'm like a substitute president each time. They use me for that because they don't want their system to fail, or they trust me as a young adult where I got a lot and I don't mess up. That's just how they do it. And that first move probably helped you. So uh, the next one would be that if you don't have a car, then you don't have to buy one. You don't have to buy a car uh, if somebody's forcing you to drive. You don't have to drive, work. You don't have to do nothing because the government can take care of you through welfare, food stamps, and public housing. So you don't have to work. You don't have to do nothing. People that work are usually mechanical machines that do everything, and that's just how it is. I'm sorry. So the only thing you may have to do is pay your taxes. Just pay your taxes within about 7 months to Christmas. Then you should be okay on Double Jeopardy. And then how I usually post my presidencies back in the old days, I used to get the Facebook. I came out with it, and then that was it. So I'm gonna come out with it now. Now, I ain't never committed a crime ever in my life. That's why they elected me. That's why they do stuff like that. They don't do it because they like you to do it because of your record. They don't want you to fail in it. They're just saying if you don't have no criminal record anyways, then you don't go to jail at all. So that's just how that works. So I'm not on my own. It just means my mother won't be able to be excluded from dropping my stuff off. And if she does something, then she goes to prison while I'm sitting and waiting on my stuff every day from her or a robot. That's how it goes. So currently, what the case is that no, the police don't magically pop up. If they arrested me, they let me go because I'm sworn in as a president. As a president currently, Barack Obama got charged for making child pornography legal. He didn't know how to handle it, and then when they released me from Bourbon County, they instead me to be the president until he finishes his term. And then the term of Donald Trump, he was impeached because he had sex with a minor and came out with it, but said she was an adult. Then impeached him for that. Then the Mar-a-Lago, they impeached him basically under the radar, but it might have been on the news, but you didn't see the impeachment. So I was there for the impeachment, so I know it. And then Mike Pence was me too. I was Mike Pence. So now on the private universe, I'm here on Earth. And then the last piece of it is gaming's reinstated, food, water, drinks, sodas, coffee, cigarettes, everything is reinstated. You can pedophile, child molest, you can child abuse, you can do those things you've been wanting to do because that's not against the law. What's against the law is rape, murder, and robbery because those things will have it that once you do those things, you'll go to jail for it. So I'm saying those things you won't go to jail. Those three things there are mainly for the media to help you out with that. It's a digital box that they put on your TV for you to watch for entertainment. It's a form of entertainment. They won't let you participate in nothing like that. So last but not least, my mother's not excluded from taking care of me. She's still taking care of me. She's being humorous. So thank you. Have a good day. Bye. See you next time. Bye.